Oba Akadisale Umomo, the Olukare of Ikare. We have Kabesi Oba Adetono Victor, Jowa of Ogbagi, JP. We have retired Commodore A.O. Momodu Diakala of Ikara. We have Oba Samuel Kolapo Adedoyi, the Owale of Ikare. We have Kabesi Oba Oloruntoba Bello, the Ewe of Aje Okeagbe. We have Kabesi Oba Alexandra Jimon, Chekecheke Adodo the second, the Owage of Okeagbe. We have Oba Clement Ola, the Oloso of Osajowa Akoko. We have Oba Raphael Oluwasegun Atibioke, JP, the Olubaram of Baram Akoko. We have Oba Joel Sunday Daudu, the Oluyani of Iyani Akoko. We have Oba Daniel Adewumi, the Eleche of Eche Akoko. We have Oba Emmanuel Walidu Sani, the Olugedegede of Gedegede. We have Oba Emo Sunday Ogunleye, the Verity of Verity.
The leader of this powerful delegation, His Royal Majesty Oba Akadri Momo Olukare of Ikare.
There is an ongoing project, Transmission Company of Nigeria, substation at Okeagbe. We beg you to use your office so that at the appropriate time, funds will be released to complete the project. I think it's about 330 kVA transmission. And Akoko, in Ondo State, we have 4 local governments. We've been shortchanged. We don't have good road from Ikare to Owo, Owo to Omo, Ikare to Ado Ekiti, Owo, Ipeme Owo, Idoani, Ishua to Kogi State. They are in a deplorable situation. In fact, as we travel from, as we travel from Akoko to this place, on getting to Akoko, we have to take our motor, our cars back to mechanic. We have to do 1 or 2 things on it because the road is so bad. Your Excellency, Akoko, as we have 4 local governments. As I said earlier, we don't have any federal institution in Akoko. Federal institution. I said we don't have federal institution in Akoko. So we are now begging you to give us College of Technical Education. College of Technical Education. The College of Technical Education University. The College of Education we are having, which was owned by federal government, have been converted to a university. So that is why we are soliciting for NC, College of Education, in Ondo State. And again, I want to thank you once again. May Almighty God continue to uphold you and be with you. Thanks so much.
My honorable colleagues, particularly the sons of the soil from Ondo, Your Royal Majesty Olu Kare of Ikare, Your Royal Highnesses from Akoko, a big thank you. Thank you for the visit. This is the first, you represent the first set of eminent obas that have come to visit the House of Representatives in this night assembly. take those visits lightly. Rarely do we get to sit with our fathers who look at things and perhaps have a broader perspective on the Nigerian situation. Broader perspective in the sense that, we are legislators, we are trained as legislators, we look at things from a legalistic point of view, we look at things based on our own experiences and our own understanding of the law and the Constitution, which is the way we should look at it. But when I say broader perspective, we know, like the saying goes in Yoruba land, no matter how old you are or experienced you are, you cannot have the rags of the older ones. You are our fathers. You come with a rich history of Nigeria, of the Southwest, and of Nigeria as a whole. That is why we feel very, very privileged to have you with us. We are always happy to sit with people like you so that you can enrich our knowledge of Nigeria. Your experience, we cannot trade your experience. Money cannot even buy your experience. And that's why we believe in, as you know, if you are following the 9th Assembly, we believe in what we call a joint task. That to build this country, it has to be a joint task of everybody, including your good selves. I consider you, many people talk about the fourth realm, or the fourth arm of the realm. They talk about the journalists, and I'm sorry, journalists, I know they're here, but we consider our traditional chiefs the real fourth arm of the Republic. I want to also say thank you. That was on one hand. I want to also say thank you for giving us in the 9th Assembly such representatives of quality. From Ondo State. You have done well. But not only are they making you proud, I don't know if you follow the House, studiously, but not only are they making you proud, they are making me and the rest of the leadership and members of the House very proud. Your members that I have seen so far across party lines demonstrate the true meaning of being a representative. They are passionate about their constituencies. They are passionate about the state, and they are committed to nation building. And I hope we'll begin to understand that when we have a crop of members like this from anywhere, it behoves us to use them. It's never good to use people, but in this case, to use them for as long as we can use them. When you turn the National Assembly into a turnstile, like a barber's chair, and you keep on turning people around, you're only shortchanging yourself. And that's just something I would want to pass on to the others, so that you can pass them on to the people back home. When you were giving your address, Your Royal Majesty and His Royal Highness, I think it was probably an oversight, because you are so excited. You are so excited that Honorable Bumi Ojo has a very what you would call important committee to chair, because you kept on referring to him, forgetting that you have a very illustrious son here as well, Honorable Adiogun. So I think it was just an oversight, but even Honorable Ojo recognizes the importance of Honorable Adiogu in this chamber. He may not be the chairman of NDDC, but he is the deputy chairman of what, depending on your perspective, of even a more powerful committee than NDDC. And even though he's the deputy chairman, Honorable Adiogu is the deputy chairman of national security. But because if you do not have security, you cannot have NDDC.
Yes, you are right.
To me, that is one of the most strategic and most important committees in this house. Because everything else rests on the security and the togetherness of the country. So a lot of weight and responsibility has been placed on your members, both Adiogu and Honorable Ojo, and several other members from Ondo State. And I think it's important we take note of that. NDDC, which Honorable Ojo chairs, his chairmanship came with a lot of deliberation, a lot of thought process, a lot went into it. It wasn't, we didn't roll the dice or wrap papers and pick, okay, NDDC, this one, no. A very serious thought process. We looked at his capacity, we looked at his commitment, we looked at his knowledge of the industry, we looked at his integrity, we looked at his pedigree. NDDC is a position that has always, for a long time, 9 times out of 10, should I say, stays in the South-South. The same person has held that committee chairmanship for as long as I remember that I've been in this house. So when you want to take something away from a particular zone, knowing the politics of Nigeria, it's not an easy task, but you must be convinced in what you're doing. And we as a leadership, members of everybody was convinced. And when his name was announced, even those from the South-South applauded his announcement. Again, we also did it, apart from his commitment and everything, we did it on the basis of equity and justice. Because we know that Ondo is also a part of the NDDC states. And we felt it was about time. They might have had it in the past, but there had been enough time in between for it to come back to Ondo State. And so I congratulate you as well. That you have one of yours in charge of that very important committee. I know that he will not let you down. I know he will not let the people of the Southwest down. And I know he will not let the people of Nigeria, North, East, West, or South down. Yeah, that is the man he is. So, including your PDP members, they're doing pretty well. As you know, in this house, the 9th Assembly, we have, again, like I said, what we call a joint task. Irrespective of party, we're all in this thing together to make Nigeria work. So I have noted some of the comments on Okeagbe. The TCM project, the transmission project. We will look at it, we will find out how far, what is going on, what stage are we, what is delaying it. Like I said, if there are no hurdles, or if the hurdles are not too high to cross, we'll cross the hurdles and make sure that we bring that kind of development to you and finish the project. On the issue of College of Technology in Ondo and Akoko, I believe, like I said, you have members across board who are more than capable of representing your interests, and they will bring it up. We've noted it. They will bring it up to the floor. I don't know the nature of what you're talking about. Are we trying to upgrade something to the university level or whatever it is, they will give it due attention and will definitely treat it with dispatch. Like I said, I have you. You can see that I'm the one doing all the thanking. So it was a bit of a misplaced. It was a bit misplaced for you to be thanking me, because you deserve what you have gotten. Your sons, all of them, across board, irrespective of party, played a very, very critical role in my emergence. I'm not sure if we would have succeeded without their block. They did very well. They were fully committed. As a matter of fact, the one of whom you speak, Arugumi, was actually, and that's when I talk about capacity, was actually the chairman of all the new members forum. New members were over 200 new members of the 9th Assembly. He took charge of all of them. So your Ondo state, by extension, is an integral part of our success so far in the 9th Assembly. So I believe on that note.
Before you also mentioned arterial roads.
There's some arterial roads, okay, to feed other. Okay, we will feed other major roads. We will look at those. I know they're not taking notes, but they have both of them have very photographic memories. They have very photographic memories. I know they're not taking notes. So let me just say, as we go close, Amari Bao. Our leadership, Allah has shown you law, blessing law, Allah has seen you law. You know, la mama pe, la ro lọ́sàn lóru, bó dàbí ò dá, ẹ̀yin ni bàbá wa, níbo mi dá ń lọ, ṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sí.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Speaker, the House Leader, the Deputy Minority Whip, Honorable members here present, gentlemen of the press. Before we bring this courtesy call to an end, like the Bible story of the men who came from the east, who came to visit Jesus upon his birth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Still coming. Where are these members? They are full. Where are the members? They are here.
All right, thank you.